Hey guys, what's going on? Today I want to go over what is currently happening in the stock market and what's going to happen next week. I want to go over this because I think we had a really crazy week with the market and there's a lot of volatility and I think someone needs to address what happened. But before we get into anything, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, click subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my new content. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, if you are new to the channel, I do have a monthly giveaway. All you have to do to enter is go to the first video of the month, and then from there you have to comment, like, and subscribe, and you are entered. It is that simple, and it is almost over. You only have a few days until the end of the month. So getting into it, the first thing I want to go over is Gamestop. So on Thursday morning in pre-market, Gamestop hit a high of $500, which has never been done yet. And shortly after that, we saw a massive sell-off. This partly had to do with traders just trying to get out of their positions because they wanted to take profit. And another large reason for the sell-off, because some brokers halted trading for certain stocks like GameStop, AMC, and all these other stocks. We're going to get into that in a little bit. But pretty much you are only able to sell your position and not open up a new one, which caused a massive sell-off because all these institutions that were holding and getting screwed over by the short squeeze were selling out as fast as possible. And there were so many trading halts that people were kind of forced to sit and watch the stock burn down. And they weren't even allowed to level out their positions by buying in more. Another stock that was having a lot of issues with halting and trading was AMC. Now, AMC didn't hit a new high in pre-market, but it did sell off massively when the market opened, making the price go down to a low of around $6. But we did see a recovery after the sell-off, which the price settled to around $10 a share. And some other stocks that were having some issues as well was Express, Nokia, and Sundial. And it was the same issue. They all rallied in pre-market, but then they all sold off very quickly once the market opened because of the whole halting situation. Alright, so the next part I want to go over is the Reddit group Wall Street Bets. There's a few different pieces of news that happened with them, one of them being that they were removed on Wednesday from Reddit and Discord. It was claimed that this was done because there was a lot of foul behavior in the chat rooms, although shortly after they lifted the ban and both the Reddit and Discord group are back open. This might have been to deter traders from getting into the group and having access to the knowledge of what's going on in the market. Another piece of news that's happening with them is that they are having a large influx of new users using their Discord group. This caused their Discord on Friday to crash, and it is currently still not up and running. I think based off of all the news, we're seeing a lot of new people getting into investing because of what's happening with the short squeeze. So as more people continually keep joining Wall Street Bets in the movement, we're going to see a lot more volatility over the next coming weeks. But there's still going to be a lot of backlash from all these brokerages trying to stop us, including Robinhood. And that brings me to the next part I want to go over, which is why the hell is Robinhood blocking traders? So let's dive into this a little bit more. So on Thursday, shortly after the market opened, Robinhood announced that they were halting and blocking traders from buying any new positions for all these stocks like AMC, GameStop, and Express. You're only able to sell a position if you had one on the platform. Other than that, if you didn't have anything on the platform, you couldn't even search it and it wouldn't show up. Robinhood was claiming that the move was done to protect their traders and so that they can monitor the volatility of what's happening with these stocks. This was obviously done on purpose, but not for the reasons that they're stating. This is why we're seeing class action lawsuits pop up all over the place because of what Robinhood did. Robinhood has continually messed around with the stock market and beginning investors ever since they started. So it's not really a big shock that it's happening right now, but it's still very unfair to traders. So by Robinhood having this halt on traders, big institutions and hedge funds were able to buy and sell whenever they pleased and had no restriction on anything, which obviously left small traders at a huge disadvantage. There was really no reason for this to be done. It wasn't really in Robinhood's intentions to even do this. The only way they should have interfered is if the SEC reached out to them and told them to restrict trading. But speaking of the SEC, they are reaching out to Robinhood. Pretty much they want to ask Robinhood for a bunch of information and data to prove if they are guilty or not. We'll have to see more information about this as more news comes out and they look into this more. And one last thing with Robinhood, they claim that this whole halt was also a financial strain on them because of this high volatility with all the trading and people using margin. They were running out of funds. So it was announced yesterday that they raised over $1 billion from their investors and a bunch of their credit lines. I believe this part is true, that they probably had a lot of volatility and couldn't keep up with all these orders, but obviously it's still not right for them to block traders. So it seems with all these new threats coming around, we'll probably see more new threats coming throughout the weeks, as we know that there are a lot of people that are still against this whole movement and believe that the hedge funds are correct and they should be able to roll over everybody and the little guys should just be small always. But I believe these Reddit groups are severely underrated and that they're much more powerful than you would think. I think over the next few weeks we're going to see a lot more volatility in the market as a lot of these traders are just getting started and they're trying to prove that the little guy isn't so little anymore. Well guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video was informative for you, and leave a comment on your thoughts about the whole Robinhood situation. And before you go, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, click subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my new content. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And also don't forget about that monthly giveaway. It's super easy to enter. All you have to do is go to the first video of the month. From there, you have to comment, like, and subscribe, and you are entered. It is that simple. You only have a few more days left, so don't miss out.